Going on, y'all? Today we're going to be doing some analysis on USDCAD, looking at possible opportunities that might be shaping up at the moment. But just to get started, we're going to start as we always do on the weekly time frame, right? So on the weekly, we can see these are the most two significant touches here. Not the most recent, but two significant touches here. The reason I'm putting them on, even though they're not the most recent, is because they are important to the the predictions that we have, possible opportunities shaping up. And then we have these as well for the bottom. That's the weekly, just for a visual. And now we're just going to pull it back a little bit just to see how price is currently moving. So two significant touches there. All right, and then two significant touches there as well. And so with this, we can see an overall ascending pattern. And then at the end of this ascending pattern, we're seeing more of this descending move out, right? With this impulse correction. And I'm just going to go down to the daily now just to see it a little bit better. On the daily, we can see this a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. We can also see we're getting some of these tops right here as well on the daily. So we have a bit of a descending within a descending. Could use the same bottom as well for this descending within the descending, as these are the two most recent touches on the bottom. All right. But ultimately we are moving out. We are inside this descending pattern within this descending pattern. Although we did come from a larger ascending correction. So that leaves a few opportunities on the cards, just because price could push higher. That's definitely a possibility as well, as we're getting a 1, 2, 3 touch of the bottom of this bigger descending pattern, this weekly descending pattern that we were looking at, and we only have 1, 2 touches at the top, right? So that kind of, that's one thing that we could look at. Definitely gives us possibilities to look for more upside on the CAD as well, and not just be caught up in the fact that we came out of this ascending pattern, which does give us the possibility to push lower. All right. But again, looking at the fact that we're moving out right now in the form of this descending pattern, with the 3 touches at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, and then also on the daily descending pattern, we can see the touch to the top as well. Just kneading this up to the wick real quick. All right. So on the top as well, we can see 1, 2, 3 touches of the daily descending top, 3 touches of the weekly descending bottom and daily descending bottom. So, that gives us a good possibility that price could push to the upside if that's what price wants to do. But again, not forgetting the fact that we did come out of that larger weekly ascending pattern, so we could push to the downside if that's what price wants to do. Ultimately, just giving us the opportunity and the ability to look for both opportunities, and both being good, valid opportunities to look for. Going down to the 4-hour now, we can see, all right, sorry, was yawning there, bit jet lagged. We can see that we can put this trend line in if we want, but it's kind of unnecessary right now at the moment. This more expanding trend line doesn't really come in line with anything. We go here to the most recent 2 touches. This could be a possibility. Price moving out and responding from that area. So down here, that'd be a possibility as well. But again, not really important at the moment. But what is important on the 4 hour is the fact that after we got the third touch of this daily, third touch at the top of this daily descending pattern, we got to break lower, right? Impulse move up, but then break, impulse move down, correction, impulse move down, correction, correction, impulse move down. So right now we have this impulsive move down most recently, followed by this flag pattern that we're getting currently at the bottom of this daily and weekly descending pattern. All right. So I'm just going to rein in the trend line just so we can see it a little bit easier, and then zoom in. And we can see a little bit clearer now that we're getting more of this type of pattern. After this impulse, right? So impulse, correction, impulse. Right. So we're getting more of this type of pattern on the 4 hour, leaving me, giving me more, I guess giving more weight is how I'll say it. Because I'm really trying to watch my language, and not really saying like showing me or proving to me, because the market can always do whatever it wants. It only takes one trader anywhere in the market to negate whatever positive edge you're currently looking at, whatever positive price pattern you're currently looking at as per your rules, as per your edge. I mean positive meaning not going higher, but positive meaning something that gives you a good opportunity to enter for a trade, but it only takes one trader in the world to negate that. So I'm really trying to watch my language and what I say. So I'll say, it gives, I wouldn't say it would, gives more possibility to the push to the downside, right? And so we can see this a little bit better. And now at this point, looking to enter to the downside, if it presents itself, if that's what, the opportunity presents, I would be looking to enter in areas around here. So I'll just around here, trend line, because this will come in line with, if I just rein this back, this will ultimately come in line with this double top. Now I'll just pull this away for right now. Or ultimately this double top as well. It's really more about the areas and not the hard line. So, that would be a good area to look for a sell from if the opportunity presents itself as well. But it's also kind of my line in the same sand area, being that we are getting those descending formations on the weekly and daily most recently, but we are getting this impulsive move lower followed by a bear flag correction, right? And so with that, I want the market to kind of show me its hand and show me that it wants to move higher, instead of me trying to just jump on the first buying opportunity. So even if we get this, I'll still be waiting for it to break above, and then first tight correction or first larger correction, larger, more defined correction. So this would be a valid area for me to enter for some buys. So I'm just going to screenshot this just to save it. That's a possibility. We could also push higher more correctively. All right. And then a nice retrace candle. That's a good possibility for a good opportunity for some sell side possibilities, right? Could ultimately move up impulsively and then get this sharp retracement candle. That's another possibility, acting more of the override with the retracement candle if we get this impulsive move higher. But with that, I would have to understand that if I enter there, it's a very risky entry in that price could literally just continue to do this before pushing out. All right. So keeping that in mind, keeping that on the card as well. And then, not to complicate it too much, we could also see a push higher either impulsively or correctively, corrective move lower, all right, and then more of a scooping double top. That'd be a good area to look for sells as well. Good opportunity to look for sells. Opportunity to look for sells as per my plan. Or we could ultimately see price move up impulsively or correctively, move down correctively to fill this liquidity down here before pushing out higher. Again, this area being a line in the sand, looking for the first tight correction or first defined correction, and then looking to take that higher as well. So those are just some opportunities I'm currently looking at right now on the CAD, wanting to see how price further develops. Not really looking to jump in right now at this moment, as price definitely needs some further development before any good valid opportunities present themselves. Yeah, there's some opportunities looking at right now on the CAD. Again, just wanted to document my journey to be able to, everybody here at the Traders Corner looking to document our journeys and just be able to look back and see our growth and our progression. And it's kind of crazy. I go back and watch older videos and like I watch newer videos that we're making now and I can already see it. So I'm definitely going to keep up doing this because it's very inspiring to me and it's helping me find, in those moments of doubt with my trading journey, as everyone will feel, it's helping me to find that comfort and knowing that I am making progression, I am moving forward, right? My language is getting better, my forecasting is getting better, and I'm being way more open to all the opportunities that might be possible within the market. Definitely not there yet, definitely not where I want to be, definitely have a long journey ahead of me, but again, just trying to document my journey so I can look back and use it as motivation going forward. And everybody here at the Traders Corner is doing the same thing, whether it be myself, Daniel, Isaiah, all just trying to document our journeys so we can use that as motivation going forward. And then, icing on the cake, if we can provide some value to somebody out there as well, that'd be great as well. So again, hope you enjoyed it. Hope it provided to some value to at least one person out there. If you like it, like, subscribe. What I'm saying? If you're feeling really generous, share with a friend. You can also follow us on Instagram at traders.corner. But yeah, gonna see how the market shapes up, see if we get any of these opportunities that I was talking about or any other valid opportunities that I may have missed with my forecasting. That's one thing that I need to keep working on, making sure that I'm thinking about all the opportunities possible within the market. You'll never be able to think about everything, right? Because like the market can do whatever it wants at the end of the day, but all the opportunities that might be possible per my trading plan, right? So yeah, this is a quick little forecast analysis, whatever you want to call it, on USDCAD. I'm gonna see how price shapes up moving forward. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it.